Very good. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Yes, good evening. My name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist. And today or tonight, depending on when you're listening, we're going to talk about shred. It's called Shred 10. We shorten it and we say the shred. And we're going to discuss all the details and the intricacies about it and invite you to participate with us. I think I said who I am. My name is Robin. I am a nutritionist. It's been 15 years, wow, that I've been studying food and nutrition, and it has been quite a journey. So much has changed in the world in 15 years, and it is evident by our health status of today. But let's talk about the shred. So, Dr. Burnetta, I am recording, right? I want to make sure I am. Okay. So the shred is a 10-day jumpstart, which is where the 10 comes from. And we're going to talk about how it works, why would you even do it, the benefits, and then how to get started. So how it works, you're going to do a few simple things over a 10-day period. And why 10 days? 10 days is enough time for you to see what your body responds to. And then we know that if we said 30 days, 60 days, any other amount of days, people get hesitant about that. So 10 days is a jump start so that you know how you feel, what your body is doing, and that you're giving yourself pause for 10 days, which I know you can do. After the 10 days, you can decide that, wow, this was great. I'm going to keep going. Or I love this. And when it happens again next month, I'm going to do it again. Or you can say, oh, I love this, but I'm going to eat a little bit of bread on day 11 and maybe I'll go back to it. So you can decide how you want to live your life after the 10 days. So many of us know how we feel and we pretty much live a life of shred, but that is your decision. We do shred every single month, which is great because you have that 10-day period and then you have 20 to 21 other days of the month to do what it is that you want to do. But when you're focused on shred, it changes your palate, it changes your desire, it changes your behavior. So what happens during this shred? We eliminate the common allergens and agitators. So wheat and gluten. So that is typically what is found in breads and pastas and sweets. And there's a lot that goes on with wheat. And why are we eliminating wheat? And I would tell you that wheat by itself, in itself, is not bad. What happens is that in our country, it's modified from the way that it is produced. It is genetically modified, and it's also sprayed with this chemical called glyphosate, which that's not the point, but it's changed. And so often for a lot of folk that when we eat it, our body is not necessarily recognizing what that is. It's a foreign object. And the issue can show up in things we wouldn't even think that are related to having gluten or wheat. And when you are removing it from your diet, that is when you get the opportunity to see how your body is responding. When I say it's a common agitator, for some, it creates bloatedness, inflammation, all kinds of things that you only know when you remove it for a while. Same thing with dairy and sugar. Sugar. I know we love sugar. And sugar is an inflammatory food that when you pull back on it during those 10 days, but I do have good news about sugar. We have natural sugar in the shred that is designed to help you with the sweet tooth that you may or may not have. But taking out processed refined sugars is what our goal is during those 10 days. Processed foods as well. We're focusing on eating as clean as we can for these 10 days. We want you to drink enough water so that your urine is nearly clear. Sleep 7 to 8 hours per night. We often hear of shredders saying they sleep better by doing this. Also, you're going to exercise most days, most being the shred is 10 days. So you would exercise 6 days, exercise being do more than you're doing now, move your body. So if you do nothing and all you're willing to do or able to do is walk, then we want you to do that. And then also eliminate eating 4 hours before bed. That gives you your body a pause and your digestive system some time to rest and reset. And it's a really good method. Also during the shred, we replace 1 or 2 meals with the complete plant-based shake. So there's a plant-based shake that goes along with the shred. And we're asking you to replace 1 or 2 of your meals with this very powerful shake that's filled with prebiotics and all kinds of good stuff for your gut. And it's good for you, right? And then also highly recommended, not required, but highly recommended, is that you consume the Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, berries, and omegas. They're plant powders. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit, but just to give you the snapshot of what the guidelines are for shred. All right, so this is a snapshot of what this can look like. For breakfast, you can have your complete protein smoothie. For lunch, you can have another shake or have a whole food balanced meal. And I think on the next slide, I give you a snapshot of what that can look like. And then for dinner, you are having a balanced meal. So very simple, your shake, your lunch, your dinner, and you can flip those shakes around if you want to in terms of sometimes people have it for their lunch, but this is a quick guide. However, you're going to get a full guide so that it can help you make the decisions as to what you're going to eat, and we'll get that to you. So the shred gently guides you to see how certain foods are affecting you. You will discover which foods serve you and which do not. You really will discover that. And it helps you to build a healthy eating plan. And it will guide you to proper portion control. I'm moving quickly, my hand is on the trigger. Guide you to proper portion control. And that's important. As well as, I'm moving my PowerPoint around here. Why we do it, it helps to boost energy. It helps us to reset our bodies, maintain our healthy weight. Oh my goodness, that is so true. I release pounds every time I do the shred. Everybody that's done the shred, they're shaking their head. Yes, you can go off the rails, off the beaten path, and get back on by doing the shred. Maintains healthy blood sugar, improves our digestive health. All the stuff that we want to do or we say we want to do, it helps us to do that. And it also helps to reduce inflammation, which inflammation left unchecked leads to diabetes, cancers, all the things that we don't say we want. That helps us with it. So we're faced with declining food quality and environmental toxins. And y'all know this because you know people that are getting illnesses and diseases at a rapid rate, more so than ever before. And you can't not breathe. So when you're out there breathing, you're by default, you're ingesting chemicals. We do this shred to lessen the chemical load when we're eating these certain foods. We're absorbing or we're taking in less chemicals. And when you're flooding your body, you're actually helping to eliminate some of the toxins out of your body as well. And even by drinking the water. We do the shred as a community. There's a whole bunch of us, and we do this together and we keep each other accountable in doing that. So when you say yes to the shred, you're going to get your plant-based shake, chocolate or vanilla. You're going to get your menu and nutrition guide and a recipe book and access to our community, support from your shred leader, and access to our team of health and wellness experts. So all that comes into play when you say yes. So the complete protein, as I mentioned, it provides a whole food nutrition. It's whole food nutrition with specialized plant fibers and gut health prebiotics. So it's good for you. Now, the recommended Juice Plus plant powders, let me tell you about them. Highly recommended. I say it's not required. The plant-based protein shake is, but these plant powders really help you kick it up a notch. So I'm going to explain them to you. you are getting a whole lot of produce, the pits, the peel, the seed from fruits and vegetables that you probably don't eat every day. And there's something really powerful about the synergistic effect of these fruits and vegetables. You're eating the rainbow. It's not a multivitamin. It is whole food nutrition, the pits, the peel, the seed. So if you look at the label for the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, you're going to see nutrition facts, not supplement facts. And that lets you know it is food. Just like you go to the store and you get frozen broccoli out of the frozen food section, it's food. That's what this is. It's just food in a highly concentrated, powerful form. And it's backed by science. And I would say this, and I'm proud to say this as a nutritionist, I'm very careful about recommendations that I make. And this is one of my top recommendations because it's well researched. I know the results. I see the results. There's results in blood work, and I stand behind it. So this is what research shows, that you have antioxidant protection in your blood plasma, and antioxidants helps to fight off stuff that we don't want. We'll just keep it that way. So within 80 days, your DNA will be less damaged. That's important because right now, if you're not taking it, you may have damaged DNA, and that it's lessen the damage on your DNA, puts you in a better position. It improves the cognition process, improves your memory and processing speed, decreases inflammatory markers throughout your body. This is true. We know this through blood work. It improves the impact on your gut, as well as it supports your body's ability to use insulin effectively and decrease belly fat. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want belly fat, and I have some right now, but it has decreased. And as far as the anti-inflammatory response throughout your entire body, it's very impactful on that. Healthier gums and the pockets around your teeth bleed less often. True story. There's so many of us that can tell you that's a true story. And it helps your skin. If people tell me, oh, your skin is so nice, what do? I do this. This is what I do. The omegas, all plant-based. So let me say this. We're encouraging you to eat more plants during the shred. It is not an all plant-based program, but it can be for some of you if you decide that during these 10 days, you don't want to eat any animal protein. That is not our requirement, but a requirement is focusing on flooding your body with as many plants as possible. So the benefits of omegas in general helps with your heart, your brain, your eyes, your skin, and your joints. This particular omega is all plant-based, and we know through research that it raises the omega-3 index in your blood in less time than traditional fish oil pills. So these are all plant-based, sourced by algae, and it bypassed the fish. So no fish involved here. It's just straight to the source with just the algae. We're going to hear from some shredders in just a second, but because this is the question, well, how much is it, right? So you can start with one payment of $42. You can try it, test it, hang out with us. $42 plus tax, depending on your state, but you can do it. That's it, right? If you decide to add the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, I'm going to talk with you about that in just a second. But again, when you commit to that minimal $42 plus tax, you get your nutrition guides, you get the shakes, the recipe books, access to our community, and all the perks, right? Gives you a chance to try it. Now, I recommend adding those capsules. I really do. You can do, it's a combination of how you can do that. So you can pay as low as $27 a month up to $118 by adding those capsules. But what I recommend that you do is contact the person that invited you here and discuss that with them. And they'll help you figure out what is the best option for you. All right, so I said that. Contact the person that invited you here to get your protein, so you can get it ordered, so you can start with us, and also discuss how you will add those capsules. And they come in a chewable form as well, but contact the person that invited you here so that you all can discuss the next step. So I'm going to come out of this screen, and I want to talk to Juliet. And Juliet, you've been shredding for how long?
since it started, and I was trying to figure out today, when did the shred start? Was it 2018?
I couldn't even just tell you that. I don't know.
Like
But yeah, I don't know, but it's been a while.
5 years, I would guess.
5 years. Yeah, me too. It's been 5 years. So in those 5 years, what have you noticed by doing this?
I have noticed that my habits have drastically changed.
Absolutely.
I think, to make that shift, it's important to do it every month. So I consistently do it every month. And as a fitness trainer, I also lead at least 15, 20 people with me. So I need the support just as much as they do. So
Yes.
having the Facebook group, but then I also have my own private text thread that I do with my customers and my friends. So just having that accountability helps. But I've just noticed a huge change in my lifestyle habits. And I would
Yes.
say the shred is very rigid. So I always tell my group, focus on one thing at a time, making one simple change at a time. If it's too overwhelming, because we're all in different stages in this journey. For
Yeah.
me, I can do everything on the list, but for some people starting out, maybe they just want to focus on adding more whole foods. So, but some of the things you said it's changed my palate. I'm
Yes,
actually to the point where I crave healthier foods.
I know.
I want fruits and vegetables, even on vacation. I order salad not because I'm trying to watch my weight or because it's healthy, but because I crave salad. So
Yes.
it's totally changed what I crave and how, exercising more, drinking more water, just being more mindful. I
That's
have.
that's what it is. It's being more mindful. And even what you said is not everybody can, embrace all the guidelines all at once, but they're being conscious of it. One thing that I noticed even for myself is on day 11, when you're free, right? You can do whatever you want to do. And then my body, I'm like, I don't want to do anything else. I don't want to eat sugar. This shred, I could eat sugar. I just don't crave it. It changes your habits, and that you have to do it, those that are listening, in order to experience that. Thank you so much. Oh, this is what I want to ask you. So you lead a group of shredders. Can you say or share what you've noticed in them or what feedback they've given you on some of the results that they've had?
Well, I think the reason to do the shred is really the main reason should be for your health.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it for your health, you are going to see some weight loss.
Got it.
And if you're staying with all the guidelines, you're going to see some weight loss. People say they go to the bathroom more frequently. They have more energy. They lose weight. They just feel better overall.
Yeah.
I have a couple people that consistently do it and they follow all the guidelines and they've lost a lot of weight and they've kept it off and they're just so much happier.
That's the truth. Thank you so much, Juliet. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna have Bernetta, Dr. Bernetta. I want you, Dr. Bernetta. So where are you? I think I have Juliet on the screen, but you're right there. So I don't know how to find you, but what I want to ask you, Dr. Bernetta, and your story is unique. And it's okay because you say this, so I'm okay. You've had previous struggles with weight in the past. Now, can you, because if it's okay, I put you on the spot by saying this, but can you just share a little bit about your truth, your story of who you used to be, which is unbelievable, probably, because I don't know you in that way, but what's your story?
Well, thanks, Robin. I sometimes laugh at it. I used to weigh almost 400 pounds.
Yeah.
And I am blessed to have lost and kept off 200 pounds for many years now. And one of the ways that I'm able to, without a bunch of weird dieting, maintain my weight is with the wonderful plant powders and the shred.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've watched this program. Actually, the happiest testimony I have is that even having lost the weight, I was still struggling with some high blood pressure issues.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me that it was genetic, like after all those years of just lose weight and your pressure will be fine. They finally had to acquiesce and they did the test and they said, oh, it's genetic. But continuing on with the plant powders, and I believe using the shred that actually helps you get rid of those toxins that are in your body. Eventually my doctor had to say, oh my goodness, your pressure's a little low here. We need to. And so even though he can't take it off because it's proven that it's genetic, it's on there as PRN, which means as needed.
As
And
needed.
so that's, just to be free from, a daily pill.
Yes.
So every time I listen to this and I hear about the toxins, I'm like,
Yeah, same thing. I think for selfish reasons, I think
Mhm.
we're here in this space because every time I listen to you, I'm like, yes, I gotta keep going this shred. Or I listen to Juliet, I'm like, I can't stop this. This is good. And if we could scream from the mountaintops, and we want to, and we do, how powerful this is. And this isn't a gimmick. This isn't you're just eating food, y'all. You're eating food, and about the toxins, when you're adding those plant powders into your body, it's pulling out
Yes.
the toxins because it's earth food, it's fruits and vegetables, which I would say never a gimmick, never a fad, never going out of style. Whenever we go and have an issue, the doctor may say, well, you need to change your diet, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. That's what we're doing during the shred. That is what we're doing. Thank you so much for that.
Can I just share one more little thing?
Yes, please.
I had astigmatism in both eyes. It's been reversed.
Oh, wow.
I used to get the most horrible dental reviews. Oh my God.
Yes.
Got my first like good dental review. And maintaining my weight, which is, you could lose 100 pounds, but keeping it off is the real deal. And I've gained 10 pounds of muscle.
Wow. Yes. And I want people to understand that during the shred, you're exercising too. So it's all working together very, very synergistically.
Yes.
So here's what I want to say. Here's what I want to say to you all that are listening. Go and contact the person that invited you here and lock arms with us. You don't have anything there's no risk, right? It's all good, right? And so join us, be a part of this. There's this energy and synergy that happens when we are doing this. And whenever something is good, you share what's good with the people that you love. And we know that so many people are better for being a part of this space and doing the shred. So what I want to do right now, I'm going to turn off the recording. However,
I just wanted to say one more thing.
Please.
Okay. As you guys were talking, I just thought of one more thing, that the shred is not like a diet or anything. And I look at the shred as the way I should be eating all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's something that we should thrive for, like we should be able to do on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Up to that point where we just live that shred lifestyle. And it's not something that we have to do to lose weight or we do once a month, but it's something that for me personally, I strive to eat that way all the time. And of course, have my piece of birthday cake or have a glass of wine every once in a while, but really eating the shred, eating like the shred diet all the time.
Yeah. And I want y'all to know you can eat tacos, because I do. I eat tacos. I love tacos, corn tortillas. I have all kinds of tacos. I have veggie tacos. I have turkey tacos. I have the fish taco, every taco variation on the planet. And so that's what keeps me going with it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop the recording, but there's a couple of other shredders that I want you all to hear from, but I don't want the recording to be so long. So I'll say this, that those that are listening as a recording, please contact the person that invited you here and come with us, come join us now. With that